Hi, in this Unity tutorial, I'm going to go over how you can add a custom button into the inspector window for your script. So here I have a game object I called ground, and to it I added a script component called ground script, and the script object takes a box, and then there's this button here. And this is the thing we're going to learn how to do in this tutorial. How do I put a button here that does something when I press it? What this button is going to do, you notice the game's not running. I just press this button and it's running code that I wrote in a script to add boxes. So this script right here has the function spawn prefab. Something's calling this function that adds the box. And what's calling this function is a custom button that I added with an editor script. So the editor scripts, when you write any editor script, it must exist in a folder called editor. So here I have an editor folder. Inside it, I wrote a script called ground editor, since it's going to be for the ground script. And this is what the ground editor script looks like. First off, here in the using statements, I had to add a using statement for Unity editor. And here is just a note to remind you that it's important to put an editor script in the editor folder. Then over here is a definition to say that this editor script is going to be for the ground script. And then here we have a public class, and of course, you know, this file is called ground editor. So here the name of the class is ground editor, and it derives off of editor rather than mono behavior. Inside I have one function, and this is a special function called an override function. And what it's going to do, it's going to override the natural onInspector GUI function. The onInspector GUI function still could call its natural code by saying base.onInspector GUI, and the job of that is just to draw in the inspector window what you see here for the ground script object. Okay, so normally what we'll be drawing would just be the prefab object, but the spawn button is custom. So here I get a reference to the ground script, which is target. Target is a special variable that equals the ground script. And then I create a button, and the button caption is spawn prefab. And if this button is pressed, the value will be true. And it will come in here and do whatever you want. So what I'm having it do is call the ground script spawn prefab command, which is right here. So, you know, that's what happens when I run this. Let me just take these boxes out again. And one more demonstration. Here's a spawn prefab button just to show that this is the thing making that button. I'll just change the text to spawn my prefab, save it, and come over here, and you should see this when the code is red, it says spawn my prefab, and when I press the button, there you go. So I could think of a couple ways to use this. I hope you can too. Bye.